Hello. Hello, everybody. So, you might be wondering why I'm doing recorded videos again. And so am I. But the real reason is because I'm starting voice training again because my voice has started to stagnate and I'm not happy. I want to sound more like slightly an animal for my girlfriend because we both like that I'm a bit like an animal. So I thought the best way to do that would be to play computer games and record it and to try to keep my voice at the same clip, the same register for as long as possible. And that would be good. So that's what I'm doing. I thought we would play Quake because I am really fond of this game. So if you've watched like some of my previous videos, you know I like to do like editing, like crazy editing and compress everything down a lot. I probably won't do that this time because the point of this is that it's kind of alone. I'm alone with my thoughts and maybe you can monitor my progress. And talk along with me if you are also voice training, if you're also transgender, or you just want to change your voice. And we could just hang out and have fun together. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. And I wanted to play Quake because it's a game I'm familiar with and I'm good at. And we don't really have to pay too much attention to what's happening. This game could do with brightening slightly, couldn't it? I turned it really dark because I like it like that, but I think it's making it look a bit crumb. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So yeah, this is probably going to serve as a bit of a, like, clean slate again for me and this channel. So, I should introduce myself. Hello. I am Ayba. You will probably very often see me calling myself Liah, because that's my real name. I have very recently decided to quit internet culture cold turkey, because it's not, I don't think it's a good influence. So I'm trying to return to monkey and become like a kind of, I guess, I don't know, not necessarily a more pure-hearted person, but maybe someone who's less jaded by the horrors of the things that I've seen on the internet. I would like to forget a lot of what I've seen. So yeah, that's me. I'm a transgender woman. I'm 28 years old, and I'm trying to turn over a new leaf because I feel that the internet has not been good to me. Yeah. Also, my voice is at default very deep and kind of husky. I should probably demonstrate so you can see comparison, like, because otherwise you might, like, not see what I'm trying to change, right? So this is what I, like, normally sound like. Well, not normally sound like, I guess it's what I used to sound like before I transitioned. And I would be fond of this voice on a man. I think if I heard a man with this voice, I would find him very attractive, but as it stands on me, I'm not very fond of it because I do not think that this is how I sound. Again, dysphoria is a weird thing, right? Because I just know innately this is not how I sound. Even though I quite like this voice, it's not mine. So you can probably see why I would want to change that voice as a transgender woman. Oh, that's not aligned. Yeah. So I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. I have been voice training for about 3 years, but I've stagnated. I've become a bit comfortable and lazy, and I've noticed that my voice has started to kind of work back into this. So I thought a really good way to fix it would be to be alone, with no company, entirely to my own ruminations. And it helps me to concentrate on my voice and put myself in, like, ground myself in the correct place to maintain it. That's my plan. And I'm not certain if it will work, but that's what we're experimenting together. And we can see if my experiment works. But that's the fun of this, is that it's an experiment for the both of us. And again, like, if you're like, if you would like to learn how to change your voice, I'm probably going to talk about ways in which, like my methods and how I'm learning how to change my voice during these videos, so you're welcome to join in and follow along. Bring your pen and paper. I would really like that if we could kind of learn together, I guess. That would be nice. Yeah. I feel like it would be quite nice to leave in all of the kind of awkward silences of me not talking, because I'm so used to editing them out. I think it would be quite pleasant to leave them in now. I feel like it's more organic. It shows more of the real me, the real, like, flow of my cadence, right? Because talking is like, it's like, especially talking to yourself, it's like a dance. It's like sex. Because in sex, there's periods of energy and periods of veracity and passion and hunger, and then there's like lulls of peace and serenity and just holding each other. And I find that talking is a little bit like that. I'll suddenly get a burst of energy and be like able to talk for a long period of time. And then it'll kind of die naturally, die its own natural death. And it's nice to just sit in that death for a bit, I think, and just let it happen. Because death isn't something to be scared of, it's natural. By the way, I'm very sorry if I'm strange. I'm probably going to say things that are a bit, like, unusual. I'm sorry right now, but I won't be sorry later, because that's just who I am. I'm a slightly strange person. But you will have to accept me if you're going to watch this this experiment. Since I'm playing Quake, you might want to know, like, what my history or experience with it is. I grew up with this game. My dad bought it as part of his leaving his I don't know if, no, it wasn't his first job, but it was one of his, like, it was like his second from penultimate job. Working at a college, and everybody at that job kind of pulled together to give my dad a kind of leaving present. And it was just like a cash pool, basically. And the thing that my dad bought with it, with almost all of the money, was a copy of Quake 1. Shortly after it came out. So we had a copy of Quake. And I remember absolutely adoring this game as a small child. My dad was quite tech savvy, so he pirated a second copy so that we could play it co-op together and stuff, and it was really nice. Can I have, like, a quick save button? Hang on, can I bind that? Let's Bind F2 save. Wait, let me look at the bind syntax. Bind key command. Okay, so it would be bind F2 save Ayba docs. Would that work? Yeah! Oh, look, I'm so clever. Oh wait, I have to bind F3 load Ayba. That's cool. I just wanted to do that because quick saving is really annoying otherwise. Because you have to wait for it to finish quick saving. Or wait for your hands to go down the menu. Which is irritating and boring, and I don't want to do that. This enemy type, the big, like, Yeti guy with the lightning, these are called dimensional shamblers, and you might have noticed I launched some, like, grenades at it earlier when it first appeared. That was a panic response. I shouldn't have done that because they're immune to blast damage. So anything that's like explosions or whatever is useless against it. Fuck. God damn it. There's a... wait. Oh, damn it. There's a way to get inside that guy before he spawns, but I missed my window. Speaking of things that are like dancing or a sex, killing these guys is kind of like doing that. You have to do your little motions. And if you miss them, it's basically instant death. I'm gonna come back. Wait, I can't because I'm trapped, right? No, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna come back in a second when I've got more health. There's no shame in running away and coming back later in any video game. If something is too hard and you have the option to run away and come back later, do it. It's always worth it. I'm listening. I'm not hearing death. That's death. I hate grenade fights with ogres. Okay, there we go. Nice. I think this game really did a lot to shape my taste in art. Because of this very kind of drab, like kind of dull blues and oranges and greens palette. I think it really shaped me in a big way. I've come to really enjoy muddy or muted colors. Not even muted colors, but just muddy colors, like these kind of swampy greens and browns and colors of autumn and things like that. Because big surprise, I'm autistic. And I suffer from quite a few kind of sensory issues. I suffer from issues with loud noises, and I'm kind of photophobic as well. Like I struggle with bright lights and kind of garish colors and things like that. So I kind of found that these muted colors were quite soothing to me, in a way. Because they take, I think as long as they're lit correctly, they take less processing time for the brain. Or they're less kind of sensorially intense. And I find that's really good for me. I know a lot of people hate kind of dull palettes and things, but I unconditionally love them. Because they bring me comfort. So I kind of mentioned it at the start, but I enjoy being an animal in a way. And I really do. I didn't really have an outlet to explore it because I previously had very judgmental friends and also family. People who would have trouble distinguishing it from like a fetish or something. But in a kind of very like existential or behavioral sense, I feel very in tune with the idea of being an animal or like a mammal, like a canine or something. I find that when I'm able to indulge in kind of wild behavior, eating meat, oh look, the water goes higher than the floor, look. Floating water. Yeah, I really enjoy eating meat, and I really enjoy biting and teething and gnawing on things. My girlfriend is covered in hickeys because I bite her a lot. And also, when we're watching TV, I'll take her arm and I'll kind of nibble on the back of her elbow, like the soft bit where your arm bends. I'm really fond of that part. And I like kind of being nibbled on a bit as well. I have very sensitive skin, probably from being so indoorsy and all the time, being a bit of a agoraphobic hikikomori. Yeah, I have very sensitive skin, so I'm very sensitive to touch and yeah, people doing things to my body, especially biting and licking and kissing and things like that. I'm very fond of that. Yeah, I kind of want to sound more like that because I feel like I just learned like a very regular voice. And I don't know, I want to develop a kind of voice that has a bit more of a, I don't know, chaos or unruliness to it. I feel like that would be quite pleasant. And I like to be a bit cute. I enjoy being a bit cute, so I might experiment with that as well. Oh, this is going down. Bye, guys. Can I go back up? There's yeah, there's a telly. Okay. We have to be careful, because about here... Oh my god. I was gonna try to summon him, but I missed my chance. No! Wait. Oh god! Okay, wait. Oh my god, okay. I was really scared. I didn't want to restart because I thought that would make me look weak. Oh, there was health back there. I should have went back and picked it up, but I'm lazy. It's fine, because we got it all back anyway. This is a kind of a long game for people like me who don't know how to speedrun it. I don't know if I'll play this whole game as a video thing. I might want to play other games, but we'll experiment. We'll experiment with playing this game. We'll see how I feel. I also might not be doing this forever because I'm planning on possibly within the year moving in with my girlfriend, but we'll see because we don't want to rush things, but I'm happier with her than I am with my family generally. It's not necessarily their fault, it's just I don't know. I like the peace. Oh, I love the peace. With my girlfriend, I prefer the peace. Being in this kind of household where everybody freaks out and stresses about everything, like, I can relate to that, but also I feel like the reason why I can relate to it is because I'm surrounded by it. I feel like I worry because they encourage me to worry, and I don't want to do that. I want to be an optimistic person. And I feel like I need some distance from my family to do that. Before, like, the reason why I never moved out is because I struggle with work. I can only work part-time at my job, because working full-time I had a meltdown. I really struggled. It was just, like, it wasn't the workload. Like, I was fine with the workload, but it was just the, like, being exposed to people every day with no rest made me feel like I was going to go insane and kill myself. So I don't want to do that again. Thankfully, I took my job part-time, and they're obligated to allow me to stay part-time. Sorry, I knew these guys were going to be there. So I would prefer to stay part-time. And because I've been working there for almost 6 years, or maybe almost 5 years, I've had my pay increased quite a lot. When I first started working, I was making £740. No, it was 680, I think. £680 a month, I think. And now I'm making £900 a month. I might have the initial number wrong, because I can't remember how much money I used to make. It might have been more like £700, but it's been a big pay rise since I started working. And it's a good job. I just can't be around people too much. I think I could go to work every day if I didn't have to see people every day. But it's a service job. It's a people-facing service job, so I don't have much of a choice. And it's not like I don't like helping people, because I do like helping people. I really love helping people, actually. The reason why I love my job is because I love helping people. But I don't know. It's just people are a lot, and I need time to calm down from them. Talking to people is emotionally exhausting. And not in a kind of like, oh, I need a break from this one person kind of way. It's like, I need a break from talking to any single human being for at least 24 hours. So I definitely, like, I'm one of those people that needs my alone time. And it needs to be at least a full day. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze again. Sorry, that was really intense. I feel like I could have made that less intense. I'm sorry. You should hear my dad's sneezes. It's a miracle that I'm not as intense as my dad. My dad sneezes like the world's ending, so does my sister. Yeah. Also, actually, I think maybe the reason why I want to make these videos and show my process is because I want to show that you can change whatever you want about yourself. I got TikTok not that long ago, and I was genuinely floored by the amount of internal transphobia being circulated by, like, transgender minors. Like, I will get on my For You page, like vent videos from transgender, like, 14, 15, 16-year-olds, and it's some of the most, like 4chan hate speech coded, like, rhetoric I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I used to, once upon a time, when I was a much worse person, I used to go on 4chan a lot. And I used to watch Supreme TV a lot. That's for the real ones, the real awful people who used to use Supreme TV. Supreme TV was like it was like a sort of streaming site, but people would kind of swap over and broadcast stuff. So it would be like they'd show movies and TV shows and stuff. It was basically like a kind of communal piracy streaming site. It was a cool idea, but it was mainly run by like 4chan like chuds. So you get exposed to a lot of really unpleasant ideas. It was a really effective gateway into like right-wing kind of, I want to say like borderline neo-Nazi ideas. Oh my god, I was scared. I thought I got stuck then. But it was really bad for me. It encouraged me to think some really awful things that I really thought a lot. Really bigoted, horrible things about like racial groups and transgender people and gay people and women. And you know, it felt good to have a scapegoat to blame all of the ills of the world on. So it's an easy out, right? Like, bigotry is the band-aid solution for living in a troubled world. That's why I'm trying to get away from the internet, because there's so much of that, and no one's immune to it, right? Yeah, while I was on TikTok, like, I was like, oh my god, like, this is rhetoric that I haven't seen in a long time. Like, terms like passoid and, like passing in general. I hate the term passing. I really have a really strong dislike for the term passing in general. I think that the concept of passing is innately transphobic, and I think that saying that you're feeding into it for the sake of personal safety is a cop-out. I think if you really want to see positive change in the world and you're serious about it, you're not gonna feed that shit. Like, you can't. You just can't. It's not right. So I was really disappointed to see all of this horrible, horrible stuff coming from, like, the next generation of queer people, like, the next generation of human beings who are gonna dictate what the queer landscape is gonna look like. And it made me really scared. Because I thought we were better than that now. But maybe that was overly optimistic of me. And maybe still I'm putting too much of an onus on, you know, people who are still young and still developing. But I'm not gonna pretend like it didn't really upset me, because it did. It did really upset me. And I want these kids to, like, know that it gets better. And to be better to each other. Like, I don't think that you should tell someone, like, oh, you passed really well, or blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think that actually helps them or helps anybody. I think it encourages people to think in, like, you need to have the approval of people who are never gonna accept you. Not really. We should be challenging these people. And I'm not coming from a place of privilege. I have suffered many times at the hands of bigots, physically, more often than not. So I'm not being naive. I know how bad it is and how dangerous it is. But I also think that if you don't challenge this system of oppression, then what's gonna change? Nothing. We're just gonna be oppressed for the rest of time. And that's gonna suck. Right? I don't want that. I just want I don't know. I want to encourage the idea that it's never too late to be happy. I don't care what you look like, I don't care what you sound like, I don't care whatever. You can always make the choice to be happy. Because it all comes from inside you. All of it is willpower. Indisputably, all of it is willpower. Your decision to live in a painful world or a happy one is all willpower, and it's all up to you in the end. I had to start thinking like that because I was a miserable person. I was horrible to be around. I used to be one of those people. I'll never pass. I'll never be a real woman. Blah, 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 blah. And it was just a waste of time. What a waste of my fucking time. Because now I reject all of it. And I when people use the term passing, I challenge it, and it makes me angry because I know how much damage it does. And I think the more I confront all of this painful stuff, the more I realize that we need to get rid of it, and we need to learn to love each other. I would like that. I would like us all to be kinder and wiser. Because hating yourself is a great gateway to hate other people. That's how all bad people start. They start off hating themselves, and then they find out how much easier it is to hate other people. And I don't want a world where that's the default anymore. So if that sounds like it might be you, I urge you to change. I urge you to think about how different the world could be if you didn't fall into this trap. Because you're letting them win too. You're letting the bigots win. They don't have to win. We can beat them. What's the key to this bit? Ah, boom. There we go. And then you wait for the thing to come up. Yeah. There we go. I can't remember how you do this. I think I fucked it up. No, I haven't. There we go. Coming down hurts you, I think. No. Okay, I'll come back to this room in a second. Damn it. I like that all of these sounds are like cat noises for the most part. Some of them are like lion sounds or puma sounds. Hey, do you say puma or puma? I used to say puma, and I still think that saying puma is better, but I started saying puma for some reason. I think it's that's from hanging out with Americans. But I'm not sure. It could just be some kind of impediment that I've developed by myself and I'm blaming it on Americans. Because I'm pretty sure that Americans don't say puma. I don't know. I want to resist the urge to blame it on someone else. Oh, there was a guy who was still alive in there. I was really scared. I was like, why am I getting hurt? I'm trying to do this really clean and fast now. I have had my second chance to live. What happens if you wait for it to go all the way over and then... Oh, there's a teleporter. Doesn't it, like, wind all the way back and... Yeah, there it goes. It's coming back! Run! There we go. I didn't really need that because I already had a super nail gun, but... It's nice to have the ammo. Even though I used it on those scrags. We're near the end of this episode of the game. So I'll probably stop the recording when I'm at the end of this episode of the game, just so I'm, you know, to keep things tidy. Oh shit, hi. There we go. Sorry, that was very funny. I enjoyed that. Okay, there's an enemy? Where? Oh, there you are. Ah! That was very lucky. Speaking of lucky, I wasn't very lucky there. I'm gonna be good this time. You're gonna be... You're gonna be really proud of me. I know that I have less health than the last attempt, but I don't need all that health. Watch this. Easy. Oh shit. We good? Cool. Oh, there's another one. There's gonna be another shambler. I'm gonna try to be really clever about killing this one. That's called the shambler dance. That's where you bait them into close proximity so that they do their melee attack, and then you just step back a little bit and shoot them, and you keep doing that until they die. This is the boss. Look. It's the end boss. This is Chthon. I used to have really bad nightmares about Chthon when I was a kid. Just because I'm megalophobic, so I'm scared of big monsters. That's probably going to come up again at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, very scared of big monsters. So Chthon used to really scare me. The final boss of this game, Shub-Niggurath, used to really scare me. Yeah, used to really scare me. I mean, he's still kind of scary, look at him. But not as much anymore. Too grown up now. And, you know, he's avoidable as well. Like, he's an avoidable big creature. He stays in the same place, and he's half submerged anyway. So, he's not actually that big. I say that to lots of guys. Oh well. That's it. We beat the episode. We did it. Cool. We'll see if I want to play more of this game in particular, or if I want to play a different game next time. But I think this is really good for me. I think this is really healthy. Yeah, it's good to practice my voice. I felt like I kept it quite consistent throughout, but I suppose I'll watch it back later and notice that I really messed it up. But we'll see. We'll see. Thank you for watching, and thank you for spending time with me. It means a lot to me. If you watch this all the way through, I think that's really special. So thank you for sharing this moment with me. Love you.